Beautiful day, Patriots. How are you? Q is biblical. No one in the Q community will disagree with that. That's a 100%. The whole Q community will agree and say that that Q is biblical. So let's look at a biblical coincidence, okay? We're going to look at Revelations chapter 16, verse 13 in the King James Bible. And I quote, "And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon and out of the mouth of the beast and out of the mouth of the false prophet." We have end of quote, end of verse. In chapter 13, in verse 13, we see 3 unclean spirits that are like frogs. And they come out of the mouth of the dragon and out of the mouth of the beast and out of the mouth of the false prophet. Okay? We know that President Trump says that he is dragon blood. I'm just going to do some coincidence. Trump says he's a dragon blood. Out of the mouth of the beast. Flynn is the beast system, is not the industrial military complex, the beast system. And the mouth of the false prophet, like a lawyer, scribe, Pharisee, Lynn Wood. Mouth of false prophet. Right? That is what a lawyer is. If they win a case by lying and deceiving the truth, is that not false prophecy? To sit there and tell everybody else to put their hand under oath and speak the truth, but the lawyer doesn't have to. They have an oath to uphold, but they don't put their hand on a Bible and be forced to speak the truth, are they? No, the system wouldn't stand up that way. Everybody that enters the court and has to speak, except the lawyers, have to put their hand on a Bible and swear that they're telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Or be held in contempt and thrown in jail. Now, I'm not saying that lawyers got a free ride and can do whatever they want. No, because they're fighting with each other. They have their own rules that have nothing to do with the, lack of a better word, client. The person being charged, yes? So let's go back up here. We're looking at this. Because we're just looking for coincidences, right? We're just looking for coincidences. Q is biblical, right? Q is biblical. Everybody's already there. We're already saying that right here in Revelations. I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs. What is the emblem that Q has chosen to use? There's 2 that I can think of right off the top of my head. One is Pepe the Frog, and the other is the Punisher. The Third Reich, the SS Stormtroopers, used the exact same Grim Reaper skull that Q does. And like I say, Q's other mascot is a frog. President Trump says he's dragon blood. Flynn represents the military beast complex. And Lynn Wood is representing the lawyer beast system. The ones that make the laws, the one that enforces the laws, and the one that defends the laws. Am I missing something here? 3 unclean spirits that are not telling the truth. We can catch all 3 of these men in just all kinds of whatever we want to do. Let's see if we can't tie them together more. Shall we just pretend? President Trump. Of course, we know right now he is a Republican, but in the Q community and even himself wants to talk about and flirt with being a new party called the, what is it that, a lion. That's right, a lion party. Meow. Big old fat cat turd. King of the beast cat turd. Meow. That would tear your head off, eat you for dinner, spit you out, and want to go back out for dessert. Flynn. Right in the middle of his name. Right smack dab in the middle of his name. We play on words, huh? What is witchcraft? Speak and spell. L-Y-N. L-Y-N. Lynn. But if you phonically, L-Y, lion, 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 lion. Lynn. L-I-N, phonic, lion. These guys are all lying. It's their job. It is absolutely their job. The President of the United States is to deceive people and keep the system continuing on under whatever works, whatever the people will buy. Whatever story the people will buy is what will happen. And this is mind control, so they're possibly generations ahead of the steps in the game. I don't know, they're after your kids now. Does that look like they're trying to indoctrinate a new generation? Therefore, what I'm saying, would that look like they are trying to and are already generations of ahead of the way we think or the way the Q community wants us to be stuck in thinking? Because what is the Q community doing? They just want to talk about politics and court TV, the beast false prophets. Again, one of the two on the prosecuting or the defendant side, one of the two are lying. And both of them know which one of the two is lying. But under oath, like politicians. Show me your taxes. That man never shows his taxes. Oh, that guy's a liar on the Republican side. Oh, it's the Democrats that are stopping everything. Oh, it's the Republicans party. And then every Christmas holidays, here's the test. Christmas holidays are coming up. You don't think the Christmas White House isn't going to have a Christmas dinner? All the congressmen will be there. With who else? The MSM News. They'll all have a big old party together. And then the next morning, they'll come out fighting and swinging and pretend like it's other person's problem. Bada bing, bada bing, bada bing, bada bing, bada bing, bada boom. Boom, boom, boom. Is it just a coincidence? I know it's just a coincidence, right? Because Q has taught us that Q is biblical and that there is only coincidences. And that there's no way you could learn something bigger than just trying to flip people to a different political party. Everybody becoming a Republican is ludicrous. And anybody that wants to debate that is just in a what is that called? Dissident cognitive, that they can't get out of a certain thought process. They'll argue it no matter what the facts are presented to them. They are mentally challenged. It is actually a retardation when you're unable to hear new concepts and argue the old one regardless what's being presented to you. Just like the Q community.